Right, I'm going to show you now how you can work out a major chord, what the rules are, and how you're going to build it. So you should therefore be able to create any major chord once you've watched and applied the knowledge from this video. To start with, major chords, there are two rules you need to know. The first rule is that whenever you're working out major chords, you need to have root plus 4 plus 3. That's rule number one. And the second rule is that you should skip only one letter at a time. Now, I'm going to go through a couple of examples of these with you, and then what you're going to do is you're then going to apply those skills and answer some questions doing exactly the same thing that I've just done. The key words that you need to know on the right hand side here, so you need to know what a root is, a semitone, sharps and flats. So, rule. In the example, I'm going to write, say, a C major chord. Now, the root of C major is C. If I was being asked to work out a D major chord, the root would be D. If I was to work out an E major chord, the root would be E. So whatever chord you're working out, the root is going to be the same letter of. So, C major, my root is C. I then need to add on 4 semitones. Well, you know that a semitone is the smallest step you can go up on the keyboard, including the black notes. So if I start from C here, if I add 4, I then go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I then get to E. Now it's really important that you write down each letter as you go, and you include your first one here. So once I've got down my next letter, I then need to add 3. 1, 2, 3. So now I've got a chord that's made up of these 3 letters. Now, at this stage, I need to go and check. Number 2. It says it should skip only one letter at a time. So, if I go down here, I can see C. I've skipped only one letter in D to then be E. I've skipped only one letter in F to be G. So C, E and G, sorry. I've skipped one letter, job done. Let's do another example. So C major is probably one of the easy ones, but as we start to include some of the black notes, then things start to get a little bit more complicated. So let's do D major. So D major's the chord I'm being asked, so I know my root therefore is D. I need to add on 4 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so I'm on this note here. 2 options. It's either going to be, as you know, F sharp because it is 1 semitone higher than F, or it's going to be G flat because it's 1 semitone lower than G. For now, I'm going to put both. And I'm just going to do it like this. So it's either F sharp or G flat. However, I know we're here, so I'm going to keep going with my rule. I'm going to add 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's A. Now, this is where this second rule is really important. You should skip one letter only at a time. So if I go to D, I need to skip only one letter. If I chose G flat as my option, I'd have to skip E and F to then have G. I'd also then not have any letters to skip here. If I chose it to be F sharp, then I'm skipping E, D to F, and I'm skipping G, F to G. Therefore, that has to be called F sharp. It is not correct to call it G flat. Let's do one more before you can then go away and apply these yourself. Let's do A major. So, I put my A major, my root's here. I put my next step, which is to add 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm onto this note here. Well, it's either going to be C sharp or D flat. Well, let me go to here and have a look. So A is either C or D in terms of letter. So I'm skipping B to get to C. Therefore, I know it's got to be C sharp. If I did and covered these 2, I'm skipping 2 letters to call it D flat, and that's not right. So this has to be called C sharp. And then I add 3. 1, 2, 3, and I get to E. And there is my chord of A major. Now you could be asked to work out any chord using your notefinder, use it on the keyboard, and you need to follow exactly the same steps. You could start on one of these black notes. You could start on F sharp, say, and it'll be the same process to add on 4, to then to add 3, and to ensure that you're skipping only one letter at a time. Remember that your note finder, at the end of here, if you are counting up, when you get to this note here, you don't suddenly stop on F sharp and then go back to C. Remember that the letter that comes after F sharp is going to be G. So you need to be really careful as you're using this resource to make sure that you're accounting for that.